Hey there, YouTubers. Today we're going to make some yeast rolls. I've got company coming today. It's Tuesday, and I always have my church elders coming in on Tuesday. So I'm making a easy homemade yeast rolls. It takes 3/4 cup of flour, a packet of dry yeast, or if you're using this bulk yeast, whatever, quick rise, it takes 2 1/4 teaspoons to equal out 1 package of dry yeast. Okay, so that's what I'm going to be using. It takes 1 1/4 cups of milk, a 1/2 cup of sugar, a 1/4 cup of shortening, like Crisco or anything like that. The butter flavor is fine to use. That is what they require, or they ask, for the old lady's recipe. But I don't have it, so I'm just going to use regular Crisco without the flavoring. So it's a 1/4 cup of the shortening, and it's 1 egg and a teaspoon of salt. So you get out, to begin with, 1 1/4 cups of your flour right here. I've already got it out, separate from the other. And it's all going to go in, but it's easier to mix this way. Then you add in your yeast, which would make it 2 1/4 teaspoons. So 1, 2, 1/4 teaspoons. You whisk that up together. Just take and stir it up. Stir all this up together and set it off to the side. Next, you start with your milk and your sugar and your shortening. And this you want to heat on the stove, not to boiling. You don't want to scald that milk. You just want it that the shortening is liquefied. So I've got everything here, and then I'll take it to the stove. I've got 1 1/4 cup of milk. I've got my 1/2 cup of shortening. Or my 1/4 cup of shortening, and this is my 1/2 cup of sugar. So when I come back, I'm going to take this to the stove and I'm going to melt it down. And then on the next step, I'll come back and we'll be adding it to the flour mixture. So, see you in a few minutes. Okay, now, here is our milk, our sugar, and our shortening. And we are stirring it on the stove and letting that shortening melt. We don't want it any higher than 130, because if you do, when you pour it in, you will kill your yeast. So I've still got a little ways to go on here. As you can see, it's got to be liquidy, just like the milk. And the sugar stirred off the bottom, because we don't want to lose any of our sugar. See how that is? When that melts on a very low temperature, then we will add it in. And this right here will be your shortening and everything in there, and that sugar will feed the yeast. So just as soon as this gets all melted good, we don't want it scalded, we don't want it over hot, then I'll come back and we'll add it to our flour mixture, and we'll beat it up. See you in just a second. Okay, now we've got our mixture, our shortening, sugar, and that mixture already down, and it's already melted really good, and it's not overheated because I put my hand on here. It's just perfect. Okay, now we're going to add it into the flour that we had the yeast already made into. So I'm going to put my flour in that's got the yeast right here into the mixer. Use your fingers. They were there before the spoons. Okay, now I'm going to pour in my mixture. Let me get a spatula right quick. It's still thick. So I'm going to pour this in. Scrape it out really good. Get all that sugar and the shortening out of there, and the milk. Okay, I've got it all scraped out really good. Now, I'm going to bring it up and mix it, and then add my egg into it. Real slow. This is my egg. I'm going to scrape it down a little bit because it seems like there's always just a little bit of flour that doesn't get incorporated good. So I've got that in there. Now, we are going to start adding into the rest of the flour. This is the flour and the salt, the rest of it. The other 2 cups. And we're going to mix this really slow because we don't want flour everywhere. Just take your time and work it in. Scrape it down just a little bit to make sure I get everything incorporated good. I want all that flour used in there because we need every bit. Okay, it's coming on good. Just a little bit more. Now comes the hard part. We're going to put it in a greased bowl. We'll turn it out, and like I said, into a greased bowl and cover it over. Put a lid on it or whatever, and stick it in the refrigerator for 2 hours. And when we get that done, we'll be back. Okay, now we're doing our rolls and rolling them up, and we're going to let them rise for the second time. Our dough has more than doubled, you can see. And I'm going to punch it down. And this was in the refrigerator now. So this does perfect. So you pinch off what you want to use to make a roll. And I put it in a greased pan with a little seal pad in it. Let's put it like this. So to do them under. So you got the idea of this. So I'm going to finish these up here, and I'll be back and show you what's next. Oh, okay. I moved my rolls to a larger pan. I put a seal pat down on it. Now I took a little bit of butter, about a half a stick, melted it in the microwave, and I'm going to brush these really good. You know, they're not the prettiest rolls, but gosh, they're good. Oh, melt in your mouth good. And what I'm going to do, since my microwave is still warm, I'm just going to sit this up there and let it rise for an hour and a half. Then I will take them out and preheat my oven, and we'll bake it. So we'll be back when we do this, and I'll probably, yeah, that did really good. But I'll put these in there and we'll let them rise for an hour and a half. I've got my rolls in and they raised. I was going to show you on the video, and somehow it did not take, but we'll look at the oven and see what's in there. So bear with me as I carry this webcam over. Okay, we're going to look in the oven. Right there, those are the rolls, and they're doing well. Oh yeah, raised up, smells so good. Well, company's on its way. So I am going to say good night, and in about 15 minutes we will have rolls, and along with our other dinner. So God bless you, and hope you got out and voted.